Hey, what's up everyone? This is Nick, and today I want to talk about the Park MGM Las Vegas Resort. I recently traveled to Las Vegas. I had the chance to stay at the Park MGM, and so today I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to show you around. I wanted to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and talk about whether or not it's somewhere you should book next time you go to Vegas. Park MGM contains nearly 3,000 guest rooms, including well over 200 suites. And since reopening in late 2020, the Park MGM is also the first completely smoke-free resort on the Las Vegas Strip. I really enjoyed my view in this room, and while I didn't pony up for a strip view, I did have a great view of T-Mobile Arena, home of the Golden Knights hockey team, as well as Allegiant Stadium, the new home of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, there aren't too many restaurants at Park MGM itself, but there are several good ones, including the Crack Shack, where I had this for breakfast. The highly recommended BAVETTE'S Steakhouse. PRIMROSE restaurant, which is located right off of the hotel lobby. And quite possibly the crown jewel of the entire property, the Italian marketplace, Italy. I know. It's not technically part of Park MGM, but Shake Shack is right across the street at the New York. The casino floor at the Park MGM may not be the biggest or the busiest casino on the Strip, but it is spacious, open, bright, and like I said, smoke-free. There is, of course, the typical BETMGM sportsbook here too. And if you're like me and sometimes want to avoid human contact, there are kiosks that are 24/7, as well as the BETMGM sports betting app. 5,200-seat Park Theater was most recently home to Lady Gaga's Enigma residency, although it was cut short due to the pandemic and has not yet returned. Although fear not, Gaga fans, because according to MGMresorts.com, Lady Gaga will be returning for additional residency dates at some point. All right, guys, so what about the Park MGM? What do I think about it? Well, I stayed there for 3 nights, and I gotta say, my bottom line would be that the Park MGM is nice. It's fine. It's good. It is newly renovated, so renovations completed, I believe, in 2018, so a few years back. It used to be the Monte Carlo, for those of you who remember, had a bit of a French theme to it. And then between 2016 and 2018, it was renovated and rebranded as the Park MGM. It is smoke-free now that it's reopened since the COVID pandemic started. It wasn't like that before, but now it is smoke-free, and it's the only one like it on the Strip where both the casino and the hotel are fully smoke-free. I think that is something that would set it apart for some people. I know I visited some casinos that had like ash on the console of the slot machines where you go push the buttons. Is disgusting. I won't avoid a casino because of smoking, but some of them are just really filthy. So you don't have that problem at this one. So that would be a good thing. I think if there's a downside to the aesthetic, it kind of lacks a theme now. Like I said, it used to be the Monte Carlo, it used to be a French theme. It doesn't really have that anymore. It doesn't have that feel. It's sort of boring. There aren't any distinguishing characteristics or anything like that that sort of set it apart looks wise. So if that's something that's important to you, that would be something to think about. That's not to say it's not nice. It's just there's not anything very unique about it. So the location, though, I would say is pretty good. I'm a fan of the south end of the Strip, which you can call me weird for. That may be a bit controversial, but MGM owns a lot of those properties on the south end. So you got your Mandalay Bay, Luxor, Excalibur, MGM Grand, New York, and then you have Park MGM and Aria. So of those southern properties, it is one of the ones that's furthest north. So that would be good if you want to walk towards the very south end where Mandalay Bay is. It's easy walk to do that. And a lot of those hotels are connected by sky bridges or through interior hallways anyway. So that's especially good in the summer. If you want to walk the other direction down to Bellagio, see the fountains, or even as far as Caesar's Palace, Center Strip, some of those ones further down, it's doable. It's not, you're not walking the entire length of the Strip to get to where the action is. So I think the biggest downside to the Park MGM for me is that it lacks attractions. It lacks entertainment options, and it lacks food options. There are some great restaurants there. Like I mentioned, Italy it's world famous. They have one of those in there. Amazing. The Crack Shack, like I mentioned in the video, or like I showed in the video, I had a chicken sandwich that had a bacon and egg on it. It's amazing. I had it for breakfast. I couldn't recommend it enough. So good. That's a cheaper option that's on the property. And then there's like a really nice steakhouse, and there's a few other places, but there aren't that many. Some resorts have entire food courts inside of them. This isn't like that. So if you're wanting immediate access to tons of cheap eats or tons of options, or entertainment, there's only one theater, and it had the Lady Gaga residency, which is not currently going on, nor has another residency or show started. So I don't believe there's any shows at Park MGM right now. So that could be a drawback for you. It is right next to T-Mobile Arena where the Golden Knights play. So if you're there to see a hockey game, perfect location. You can just walk right outside the hotel and you're at the stadium. So that might be a good thing. But yeah, so and to counter the point about there being a lack of food options, if you go right across the street over the Sky Bridge, you're right at the Hard Rock Cafe. The beginning montage of the video that you just watched, it shows it. That's right outside the hotel where I took that. And so you can see that the Hard Rock Cafe is right across the street, and you can see there, you might be able to see too that there's a bunch of shops and food options over there. There's a food court over there. So there are plenty of cheap eats options within a very short walk, but if we're talking about the property itself, to be fair, we have to kind of bring that up, and you can decide if that's something that's important to you or not. But you tell me, what do you guys think? What's important to you when you're picking out a hotel on the Strip? Do you have some favorites? Are there some that you don't like? Have you stayed at Park MGM? What do you think of it if so? Let me know in the comments. I really appreciate you guys. I'm sort of new to this video thing, but I'd really appreciate it if you found any value at all in this. If you would just throw me a like, and then again, comment below. What do you think? Would you like to see more videos similar to this? Is there a different property you're interested in learning about? Anything else? So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll hope to see you in the next video.